Hi, I'm Professor Silver, and today I'll break down the history of Misty's Horsea, detailing its journey from victim to hero. Prior to its debut in the original series, Horsea lived off the coast of Porta Vista. It initially lived a peaceful existence, but that all changed when the nasty mogul Nestina started building a hotel on the island's coral reef. Her actions devastated the local ecosystem, enraging the Tentacool and Tentacruel that lived there. Blinded by fury, they attacked both the builders and the innocent Pokemon like Horsea that lived there. Due to their actions, Horsea was left with a black eye. In the episode Tentacool and Tentacruel, Misty found herself drawn to Horsea's tragic injuries. Horsea tried to warn her of Tentacool and Tentacruel's imminent invasion, but Misty failed to notice its ink-drawn message. Instead, she rushed to save construction workers who had become endangered by an explosion. Misty's skill impressed Nestina, so the woman offered her untold riches to exterminate the Tentacool. Of course, Misty rejected the offer in disgust. Team Rocket, however, accepted the offer and accidentally mutated a Tentacool into a giant Tentacruel. With its newfound power, Tentacruel led an attack on Porta Vista shortly after Misty healed Horsea with a super potion. Horsea bravely pleaded with Tentacruel to spare the islanders from its wrath, but was ultimately swatted aside and saved by Pidgeotto. Fortunately, everything worked out in the end. Misty picked up where Horsea left off and convinced Tentacruel that the islanders were truly sorry. When Nestina threatened the truce, Horsea distracted her with ink and Tentacruel sent her flying. Their teamwork saved the city from Nestina's destructive ways. After its capture, Horsea struggled for screen time due to its limited mobility on land. In fact, it took over 20 episodes for it to reappear in the battling Eevee brothers. During the episode, Horsea proved its intelligence after getting kidnapped by Team Rocket. It cleverly left an ink trail for Pidgeotto to follow, allowing for the rescue of many stolen Pokemon. Its quick thinking, bravery, and blinding of Jessie all helped it earn Misty's praise and adoration. For the next 20 episodes, Horsea had a minor impact on the series. It almost kissed a sleeping Snorlax and Wake Up Snorlax, played with kids in The Perfect Hero, tried to get Misty free food in the Breeding Center Secret, and traveled across the sea in Beach Blankout Blastoise. Finally, in the Misty Mermaid, Horsea stepped into the limelight for one last time in Kanto. At the episode's start, it was revealed to be ill from a lack of exercise. It had suffered from not being near lakes or oceans. Misty rushed it to the Cerulean Gym for some much-needed rest, but her sisters quickly enlisted them for an underwater ballet. Horsea enjoyed performing, but its mood started to sour after it had to battle Jesse's Arbok when Team Rocket interrupted the show. Horsea tried its best, but it was too sick to do any damage. Arbok batted away Bubble, so Horsea retreated with Smokescreen. Although Dugong saved the day in Horsea's stead, Misty was proud of her Pokemon's effort. After the ballet concluded, Misty left Horsea and Starmie with her sisters for future performances. Though it pained her to leave Horsea behind, she believed the gym's pool would offer it a better quality of life. By the time Misty returned to the gym in Pokemon Chronicles, Horsea had fully recovered from its illness. During the spin-off series, it saved Misty from Gyarados in Cerulean Blue, performed in Love Disc as a many splendid thing, feasted in the Blue Badge of Courage, and ate food in a date with Delcatty. Regrettably, Horsea never appeared thereafter. If it were up to me, I'd have had it return for the World Cup and evolve into Seadra while fighting Jesse's Arbok. After avenging its past, it could have become Misty's World Cup ace, defeating powerful water-type opponents like Wartortle, Golduck, and Cloyster. From there, Seadra could have remained on Misty's team, trained with Blackthorn Gym Leader Claire, and evolved into Kingdra. To finish off its arc, Kingdra could have fought Misty's Gyarados in Cerulean Blues. By defeating Gyarados in one-on-one combat, Kingdra would have established itself as Misty's strongest Pokemon. Alas, my hopes are just that. As there's no more history, let's get to Horsea's battle record. Horsea beat no Pokemon and lost to none. That said, Tentacool, Tentacruel, and Arbok all did it major damage. Move-wise, Horsea used Bubble and Smokescreen. Horsea was Misty's proto-Togepi. It was coddled like a baby and rarely used in battle. Horsea left the series just 10 episodes after Togepi hatched. While Horsea shared many similarities with Togepi, it differentiated itself through its superior intellect. It's easily Misty's smartest Pokemon, especially when compared to dullards like Psyduck and Politoed. Though I'm disappointed Horsea never evolved or reached its full battling potential, I still think it's an iconic part of Misty's team. Not only was it Misty's first on-screen smokescreen capture, but it also had a phenomenal debut and many instances of clever antics. It's just unfortunate that Horsea didn't fit in better with the gang's land-based adventures. I had hoped Horsea would shine in Johto, like Brock Zubat did, but it was ultimately replaced by Poliwag. Since I can't rewrite the series, I'll remember Horsea for what could have been, not what really was. And on that, class is adjourned. I'm Professor Silver. Until next time, catch you later.